back to another episode of Grown Folk Talk. I am your host, B. Now today, as you can see from your screen, from the thumbnail, the title, we're talking about the drama with Steve Harvey and his wife, Marjorie Harvey. Now, I'm going to start with Steve Harvey's words from his own mouth because we don't believe in slandering over here. So let's go.
I don't know what y'all doing, but find something else to do, because we fine. Lord have mercy. Man, I sure wish I could cuss, though. You know, listen, sometimes you just want to respond, but I ain't got no time for rumor and gossip, man. God been good to me. I'm still shining. I appreciate y'all coming. Listen.
Okay, so you heard what Steve Harvey had to say for himself. This is all rumor and gossip. It ain't true. Him and his wife is solid, and he ain't worrying about the haters. So that's what Steve said, but let's get more into it. So Steve Harvey's a senior citizen, right? People making up gossip and rumors about a senior citizen. Some people believe this is true. Some people believe that, you know, it's a rumor. The majority of people just taking it, run with it, and believe that it's true. But anyway, Steve is 66. He's a TV personality, movie star, stand-up comedian, kings of comedy. You already know his resume, right? I didn't even have to tell you. Steve has been married 3 times, and we're going to get into that. We're going to get into why people kind of took this and ran with it. Why him of all people? People wouldn't just believe what he said, that it's a rumor, and leave it alone. Steve has a stigma to him. Part of it is about him being married 3 times. Now, he's been married to the infamous Marjorie Harvey since 2007. So, let's take a look at more details of this. Okay, so let's look at the bodyguard. Okay, let's look at the bodyguard. Now, the gentleman to my far right, so I'm thinking it might be to your far left, is Big Boom, the man who's in question, the tallest man on the screen over in the corner. He's the alleged bodyguard that Marjorie was supposed to have had this affair with. Now, a lot of people are saying someone got fired, and that's what started all of this. I don't know if it was Big Boom who got fired or someone else, but none of these allegations didn't come out to one of Steve's staff got fired. There's also allegations of her cheating with the chef and her divorcing Steve, her filing, and her won $400 million. Hey, I don't know. I'm just telling you what's all on the internet. But most people don't really realize that Steve Harvey doesn't have the best name when it comes to relationships based on him being married multiple times, his whole think like a man, act like a woman. But mostly it's because a lot of people feel like Steve Harvey is a simp. And that just is what it is. It's not my opinion. It's just, you know, the masses, you know, mostly men, especially in these spaces, feel like he's a simp, someone who'll do anything and everything for a woman, even to their own detriment. So let's look at the infamous interview that Steve Harvey did with Shannon Sharpe to really solidify people's opinion on him and why this has become so big and so many people are believing that the divorce rumors are true, let alone the cheating rumors. A lot of people feel like it was just a matter of time with Marjorie. Most guys ain't really feeling Marjorie. So here we go.
What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to, what? Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man?
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
If somebody could get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They'd catch me out. They'd lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man.
Okay.
One time this group came after me because I said Marjorie belonged to me.
And they said she's not a possession. She's a person. She's a human.
She is. She mine. What is you talking about? She belonged to me, but I got news for you. I'm hers. I belong to her. See, if you don't like that system, carry your punk ass on. Go do something else. And let me know how they work out for you. I want to belong to somebody.
Right.
I want somebody to belong to me.
Okay, so you heard what Steve said. This got him a lot of flack. You heard it. Him talking about Marjorie is his possession. But I do want to say one thing. I agree with Steve Harvey in the sense of marriage is still good. It was established by the creator. So I'm not going to let anyone try to tell me that marriage isn't good. The problem is people are bad, right? People make bad decisions. People use people. People don't love you through the good and the bad. And that's why we see so many issues with marriage. You have a lot of infidelity. So the establishment, the union of a man and woman is still good. And that's kind of what Steve was trying to say. But a lot of people, Uncle Steve, ain't feeling your wifey. And that's one of the biggest problems with Marjorie. A lot of people like to bring up her and her past. So let's get into it. Marjorie was married to a man and he got locked up for selling things inappropriately. And Marjorie was supposed to have been affiliated with that to some degree. Then he gets locked up, and I just learned he was pardoned by President Obama. He gets locked up. He's out now, and he does like a tell-all interview. We're going to see a snippet of it. He writes a book, but when he first gets locked up, Marjorie has her famous daughter, Marjorie Harvey, by this man's cousin. So a lot of people are not feeling Marjorie. They just feel like she belongs to the streets. And Steve Harvey is simping for her. Let's take a look at the interview that her first husband did with Tasha K.
L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5 years?
6 years. It was 6 years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But with Steve Harvey made a link. I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed. This Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. He told Jason, "I love your mama, so I got to love you. Now, where's that punk ass, dad of yours?" So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been. I think you're a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody. You ain't got to worry about me.
So this man has never been in the same room with you.
Period. That's what he
but
told.
Called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
Huh? I think so too. And something, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I remember when Marjorie and I was together. She used to hate. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm gonna tell it all, y'all. She said and it was fact. She used to check dudes with big lips. She was calling soup coolers. Before she married Steve Harvey, they was dating. Cause now be mindful that all this time we talking. Even while she was dating, I could call her anytime, day or night. Me and Laura's daddy talked, and I thanked him for looking out for the family. We had that kind of rapport, I called him and I thanked him for, and like I said, for 20 years, Marjorie brought the kids to visit me. As a friend, we just friends now. She done gone on with her life, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going on with my life trying to, fight and get out of prison. So it was that type of thing. So, but when 3 days, I talked to them to show you how close we were.
Okay.
3 days before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad, And when she said that, I said, "Like your dad?" She said, "Yeah, you're like him, Jimmy, because he's just like, my dad." And when she said that, I said, because I knew how her dad was. He was the real deal. You see what I'm saying? From husband to parent. And I said, "Oh, you got to wonder then if he like your dad." She BS me on that. When I come to find out.
I wasn't.
Okay, so you heard it for yourself. Those were the words from Marjorie Harvey's first husband, the former kingpin, okay? So a lot of people are saying that Marjorie is just something else. She's like a Jezebel, a she-devil. She's like a lady heroine or whatever. And a lot of people are saying that Steve Harvey...
Whip that pussy!
and that Marjorie got Steve in a chokehold.
No man can turn down this pussy.
So, you know, I don't know anything about these people, what's going on with them, but it's all over the rumor mill. It's all over social media that she cheated and she's trying to divorce him for money, $400 million at that. You know, we just went over her past a little bit. We all know Steve Harvey's past, but Steve says he loved her. This is his woman, and he ain't trying to hear what I got to say or what you got to say. And we're going to end this video with Steve Harvey again, just in case you forgot or any haters try to come for me. We're going to end the video with Steve Harvey again, telling you that this ain't what it is and that his marriage ain't one, and you need to go find something else to do. Find somebody to play with, because he ain't it.
I don't know what y'all doing, but find something else to do, because we fine. Lord have mercy. Man, I sure wish I could cuss, though. You know, because sometimes you just want to respond, but I ain't got no time for rumor and gossip, man. God been good to me. I'm still shining. I appreciate y'all coming. Listen.
Okay, so again, I wanted to end it with that because I'm not over here trying to say that she did, she didn't. I don't know. I just know the internet is saying one thing, but Steve Harvey said something different. So only time will tell. We'll see what happens with them. I ain't hating on them. If Steve Harvey is happy, simping, or whatever he doing for Marjorie Harvey, that's their business. You know, who am I? But this is what the streets is talking about, so I had to cover it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Steve and Marjorie Harvey. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to get 10K up. Let's do this.